Yeah.
I think that's hot. A little bit.
Oh, now when you share it's taller, I like it better anyway.
Oh.
I was low riding in this chair right here.
I don't want to touch that. I'll get in trouble. I already know me. I do it at the office. No, Tina, I'm sorry. No, Patrick. Yes, I usually have. I forgot. Sorry.
That's all.
And I usually read my list for fun.
That's okay. That's right. I have the agenda, so
Check one, check two.
Tina, I'm not sure that's.
Paul?
well, some of
Blink
the
twice if you
stuff
can
that
hear me.
orders, you know, they don't like these big old shirts and the sleeves down. here,
Right,
so
right.
I usually have to go up inside because it's a little form fitting for me.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah.
Check.
My form just found
Blink one, blink two.
Oh, yeah? I was going through that too, you guys.
Check.
Okay,
Blink twice
so,
if you can hear me.
At least extra large.
okay,
If they even have bigger, get bigger.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll do a large red.
It
Or
doesn't,
there's a grayish color. The pretty grayish purplish kind of,
I'll take that.
the grayish purple.
I don't care, whatever,
Check.
whatever you have available,
Can
as
you hear
long
me?
as it's big enough is where I'm going with
Blink
this.
once
Okay.
if you can hear me.
I know, I'm gonna go check.
I know, that's, yeah.
Go check Brett.
Okay.
He's gonna be out there too, helping us.
He's in Texas, remoting in. So-
Oh, Mike's in Texas?
No, Paul,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's our tech.
Mm.
So he's saying, I don't hear anything. I can see the mic level moving. Can you test a mic?
Oh, you did it though, right? Yeah.
Well,
think so.
yeah, I mean, last time I did it via Zoom and it didn't work. I couldn't hear you guys. I said,
We've done some changes to it, so we're
Okay.
hoping that you can hear better.
and I
on Zoom.
couldn't see anybody.
We moved the mic over here by the speaker, so it picks up
Ah,
better.
that's a good idea.
It used to be over here on the table, which,
Yeah.
yeah, so
I think we all discovered I can't talk into the mic, so we're gonna have to bring it way over here.
yeah, and you,
You really have to be like right on it, or at least have it angled right at your
Oh,
lips.
okay. Oh, so that's.
Because if otherwise, if you're talking from way back here, it doesn't pick it up at all. You really gotta be right up on it.
Is there any more copies? Are there any more copies of the?
I know Tina does have more.
Okay. I couldn't print it out at home. I couldn't get one. For some strange reason. So, Rizzo, you were sworn in last week, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm Dawn. Hi.
Yes.
I have you on my headphone.
An agenda and the minutes.
At least I
Sure.
We're supposed to have Ted and Lance.
Okay.
We're supposed to vote.
Mike.
Oh, on,
Oh,
Zoom.
yeah, there she is, yes.
Okay, there she is.
And then Renee is staff. And, Mike is staff.
Hold on a second.
Oh, so what is the agenda Saturday then? Are we gonna go over that more?
I won't go over it during the meeting part of it.
Right.
Once we're done, then.
We'll go
do it
over it.
All
Okay.
three of us,
Yeah.
since you guys are gonna be our.
Matea is a commissioner, yes?
Yes.
Okay, yes, please.
Are we ready? Is everybody here?
Yep, I
think
see
we're
her
good,
on the
huh?
screen. She's on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Let's call the meeting to order at 6:32. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Don, would you lead us?
Yes, where's the, there it is. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
stands.
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You made me laugh.
Okay, roll call.
Chair Graziano,
Here.
Vice Chair Poisonson,
Here,
Commissioner Gillard, Commissioner Anderson,
Here.
thank you, and Commissioner Rios.
Here. Did everybody get a copy of the minutes? Yes?
yeah.
Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Verification of Jim.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed that. Let's back up
Okay.
and go to verification of agenda posting.
The agenda was posted on October 23rd, 2020 at the Hollister Community Center and City Hall per Government Code Section 54954.2.
Perfect, thank you. Now let's go to approval of minutes.
I move that we accept the, improve the minutes.
Second.
Okay. Minutes approved. Now, public comment. And let's move on to old business, River Trail report.
That is,
Am I covering that for you, Tina?
Renee is, she's online.
Oh, got it.
Whoops.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good evening. This is Renee Perales, CIP Manager with the Administrative Services Department. Just wanted to give an update on the River Park Trail. As you know, the city was awarded a CDBG public facility grant in the amount of $1.5 million for the River Park Trail. The project will provide a 4,800-foot linear river park trail between 0.32 acre staging area at the southern corner of Bridge Road and Bridgeville Road at the Apricot Park. It will provide a 10-foot wide pedestrian and bicycle trail, which will pass under the existing San Juan Hollister Bridge and connect to the existing unpaved levee maintenance road for the industrial wastewater treatment plant, where it will connect with the west end of Apricot Lane at the Apricot Lane Park. The trail is going to include the installation of benches, trees, the doggy pots, trash and recycle cans, along with informational and interpretive signs. We awarded a contract on June 29th to the lowest responsive bidder, which was Clean Cut Landscape out of Clovis. Construction began on August 17th, and the anticipated completion date is December 18th.
All of a sudden, the volume went down. You see it?
They're currently working on placing the base rock and making grade towards Apricot Park. The contractor is about 50% complete with the project, and it's expected to be completed on time.
Renee, we
Yeah.
can really hear you. Can you speak more into your microphone?
Oh, gosh.
Please.
All right, can you hear me now?
The volume's
I think it's
down.
the volume.
Who does that?
Controls that volume.
We can't hear it in this room at all.
Because I'm showing,
Yep.
I'm getting Renee loud and clear.
We were good for.
If it was the volume and stuff.
We could hear the first half of it and now can we
Can
push
we
that out?
just volume?
Yes.
Oh.
can you hear me?
No.
Renee?
Hello?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is it super loud now?
Yes.
Oh gosh, okay, well, should I start over?
Please.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Yes, please do.
Okay. So the city was awarded a CDBG public facility grant in the amount of $1.5 million. The project will provide a 4,800-foot linear river park trail between a 0.32 acre staging area at the southern corner of Bridge and Bridgevale Road and the Apricot Park. A 10-foot wide pedestrian and bicycle trail will pass under the existing San Juan Hollister Bridge and connect to the existing unpaved levee maintenance road for the industrial wastewater treatment plant, where it will connect the western end of Apricot Lane and the Apricot Lane Park. The trail will have the installation of benches, trees, doggy pots, trash and recycle cans, along with informational and interpretive signs. On January 29th, we awarded a contract to Clean Cut Landscaping out of Clovis, California. Construction began on August 17th, and the anticipated completion date is December 18th. They are currently working on placing the base rock and making grade towards Apricot Park. The contractor is about 50% complete with the project, and it's expected to complete it on time.
Thank you.
Did you have any questions?
Anyone? No. No, that sounds awesome. Thank you, Renee. Moving on to new business. Number one is Clara Park.
Good evening, commissioners. I was contacted by a 11-year-old resident about 2 weeks ago regarding the playground at Clower Park. This resident by the name of Jack uses a mobility device to get around. And he pointed out that Clower Park did not meet his needs, and he was unable to participate in recreation with other children on the playground. I immediately contacted the manufacturer to see what we could do, and I've been working with Jack about some of the improvement ideas for the playground. The city manager and I discussed the project, and it's been decided to fast track it. Unfortunately, it will be going to council most likely at the second meeting in November, which means I cannot provide a detailed review to you before it goes to council, but I believe in this case, speed is of the essence. In a nutshell, the improvements will remove the loose fill safety surfacing and put a wheelchair compatible safety tile system down. We're looking at possibly modifying one of the play structures to get a wheelchair ramp so that he would be able to access the slide. And we're looking at adding 2 additional play features that will be accessible and allow him to enjoy himself with other children. We're still waiting on the manufacturer to get me the details on costs and what we're legally going to be able to do in there. The projected time for the project is about 2 months, and I intend to use our staff to go ahead and complete the improvements.
Thank you, Mike. We only have one other park that is ADA.
Well, all our parks are, by the letter of the law, ADA accessible, It just depends on when the park was manufactured on different theories about accessibility. Clower Park is one of the older playgrounds, and so it has some less developed attitudes towards accessibility. And then the loose fill rubber that we use is classified as a wheelchair accessible surface legally, but in practicality, in most cases, it fails to provide that function very well, which is why moving forward, we no longer use loose fill safety surfacing. We specified in city standards that all new parks have to have the playgrounds with the safety tiles, which are 100% accessible without an issue.
Awesome, thank you. So, does anybody have any comment? No? How about, next up is Dunn Park?
Coincidentally, I was also contacted by a group of about 35 pickleball players regarding the tennis courts at Dunn Park, and they are suggesting removing one of the tennis courts and changing it into 4 pickleball courts. I discussed this also with the city manager and got his approval to move forward. We had staff go out there and do a measured drawing looking at the situation. It was just completed in the last 48 hours, which is why it's not in front of you. The drawing that the thing I feel most comfortable moving forward with the council is to replace the center tennis court with 3 pickleball courts. 4 was just too tight. I could see people crashing into each other if they were trying to get a ball before it went out of bounds. And the reason why we're looking at replacing the center court is there are 2 tennis hitting walls on the 2 end courts. And if we chose one of them, we would have to relocate a hitting wall, which would result in additional cost and additional work. We're looking at a budget of about $8,000 to complete this project. And once again, my staff would do the improvements, and the project time on this one would be a couple weeks.
Thank you. Comment? No? Okay, we're gonna, does anybody have any comments at all?
I had a question,
Yeah.
for Mike. I was just curious how many parks you were able to get open and, get the, fencing off around the kids.
If you don't mind, I'll do that during my department report, so we stay according to agenda.
Okay, thank you.
By Laura, commissioner comments, so she was just asking a question in your commissioner comments.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand we changed gears. Currently, there are 8 playgrounds open. We have 4 parks that have hand washing facilities within physical restrooms: Dunn Park, Park Hill, McCarthy Park, and Valley View Park. And then we have 4 playgrounds that we rented hand washing facilities for, which meets the state standards. And that's Santa Ana, Aguirre, Clower, and Apricot. There is a small issue up at Valley View Park, which I'll discuss during my time.
Thank you.
So let's move on to reports. The first one is recreation program review.
Recreation staff is busily working on our drive-through treat street event that's happening this Saturday between 12 and 2 at the Hollister Municipal Airport. In addition, we're also working on a few after-school programs for future cohorts. And we will end that program November 5th. But then a week after that, we'll start a second session of cohorts. And then we're also working on pictures with Santa, social distancing, of course, and some winter camps during the break. And there was one more. We're going to try to create a Christmas tree and work with our homeless shelter to see if we can have people within the community purchase some items for some of the needs of the residents at the homeless shelter. Oh, and a tree lighting virtual. So we're staying really busy.
Thank you. I guess there's a way around everything, so that's awesome. Thank you.
I assume the tree will be real.
The tree is not real. It's, Mike, are you there? Mike,
I am here.
can you describe the Christmas tree that we put over at the vets building?
It's really a flagpole with a Christmas tree light kit.
That's our Christmas tree lighting.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So now let's go to Parks Division review.
So my staff has been busily working on the foundation for the pump room up at Valley View Park. The concrete was poured. I don't know if we've been back up there to strip the forms or not, because we started immediately work on the dog park again as soon as we got that poured. So we may still have to go up there and strip the forms and backfill, but that should have already happened. We seem to have developed a mystery leak in the playground at Valley View Park. Staff is trying to locate the source of the leak because there's not supposed to be any water lines running through the playground. So if you go up there, the playground kind of looks like the set of the old movie Holes. There's just a whole bunch of holes everywhere that my staff's been digging, trying to find the pipe. So as far as I know, and that was as of 10 o'clock this morning, we still have a leak and we're still trying to locate it. We were able to get the 8 playgrounds open. We do have a 9th park open, which is Valley View, or I'm sorry, Brigantino, that has hand washing facilities. The remainder of the parks are open for passive recreation. The playground structures are not, because we cannot meet the hand washing requirement the state set without renting any additional facilities. Staff is out working on the dog park again. We are looking, my hope would be to go ahead and put the sod in February. So staff has enough time to complete the plumbing and get all the dirt in place. Staff is currently working on the shade structures to get them in place, so we're not driving heavy equipment back in there once the irrigation is repaired. And they poured a few of the gate, I'm going to call them driveways for lack of a better word, but basically we're putting concrete pads underneath the gates to prevent any animals from digging underneath the gate and being able to escape either the park itself or from one area of the park to another.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? Wow. Pam, do you have a question?
Unmute. No, I think everything is pretty straightforward.
Okay, great. Wow. So setting of the next regular meeting date is Tuesday, November 24th. This is during Thanksgiving week. And do I have a motion to adjourn at 6:50?
I move that we adjourn.
I'm sorry, can we go back and discuss them in the meeting
Yeah,
for Tuesday, November 24th?
yes.
We can have a special meeting in December or, because we don't usually have meetings in December, or we just cancel our November 24th meeting.
I'm gonna be out of town for Thanksgiving. I don't know what day I'm leaving, so I'm not sure. if I'll
Okay.
be Here on the 24th or not.
But that's usually what happens, is that everybody's gone traveling that week, so then the forum is usually difficult.
Okay, you know what? I'm not traveling, but I prefer not to be here because I'll have a child coming home. So That would be 2 of us, so we would be a skeleton crew. Okay, so we're going to, do we vote for a special meeting or just,
That would be up to you guys. A special meeting, we can do it, November 17th or sometime in December. December. Oh, sorry, there's another meeting in here. Um, I could go back and check and email you dates, or we can just move forward with a cancellation instead of a special meeting.
shoot, I don't want to make this on my own. Does anybody else have a comment?
I don't either, so.
Whatever works.
Why don't you check some dates in December and email?
Why don't you do that? Because I know in January, there's going to be a meeting that I'm gonna want to attend. So, yeah, why don't, yeah.
Okay.
A city council meeting. I want to make sure that I get it, okay, you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about. Okay, perfect. All right. So now are we ready? Okay. Now it is 6:53. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
And now I move we adjourn.
Thank you. Second? Perfect. Meeting adjourned at 6:53. Woo-hoo.
Thank you. If you guys want to talk about Treat Street,
Okay,
leave
yes.
this on. I just can't.
That's what I told you over here.
We're done with our meeting.